Welcome back to Chalkline Crime and this educational video, 3 solved United States mysteries of 2023. But first, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for grittier, lesser-known, solved and unsolved cases of past and present. It greatly helps us grow this channel. Don't forget to jiggle that bell icon to get notified anytime we drop a new video. Case 1. Have you ever pondered the fragility of a secret, how it teeters on the precipice of exposure, always one slip away from revelation? Such was the case of Daisy Mae Heath, a tale that unfolds like a chilling winter's tale, rife with mystery and intrigue. Our story begins in the quaint town of Toppenish in Washington State in the fall of 1987. Daisy Mae Heath, aka Daisy Tallman, a member of the Confederated Tribes and Bands of Yakima Nation. Heath, a vibrant woman known for her infectious laughter and kind heart, suddenly vanished without a trace. The town was gripped by a cold fear as the usual tranquility was shattered by the echoing silence of Daisy's absence. Weeks turned into months and then years. The mystery of Daisy Mae Heath seemed destined to remain unsolved, an open wound in the heart of the community. In the autumn of 2008, a shocking revelation came to light. Skeletal human remains were discovered on remote land, off-limits to non-tribal citizens within the Yakima Reservation, but unfortunately that individual remained a Jane Doe for a further 15 years. Fast forward to January 2023, Yakima County Coroner Jim Curtis confirmed the remains found in 2008 were that, in fact, of Daisy Mae Heath. Though investigators attempted to identify the remains in 2008, they were unable to develop a useful DNA profile. In 2022, Curtis's office worked with Othram, a private forensic genealogy service, and were able to make a positive identification by using a comprehensive DNA profile to a DNA provided by her family. Despite the identification of Daisy, one big unanswered question remained. What happened to Daisy? Daisy disappeared in October of 1987. It was not unusual for her to go unaccounted for, as she often hunted and fished for long periods. She also regularly visited friends and family at the Warm Springs Reservation in Oregon. At the time, she was mourning the loss of her infant daughter and grandmother who had passed a year prior. At the time of her disappearance, she was living with her sister. A backpack belonging to Heath Tallman was found near the remains in 2008, along with keys and a turquoise ring. Her cause of death will remain a mystery until more information comes to light. The FBI is treating this case as a suspected homicide, according to medical examiner Jim Curtis, who also hopes that identifying Daisy helps with the healing process for her friends and family. Her identification also helped draw more attention to the murders and suspicious deaths of at least 14 Native women in Yakima and close by Klickitat County during the 80s and 90s. If you have any information on this case, please contact Yakima Nation Tribal Police at 509-865-2933, case number 873732. In our second case, our story begins in 1992 in the Ross Township of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A 52-year-old woman named Patricia Copter disappeared. Known in her community as a street preacher and nicknamed the Sparrow due to her small build. Patricia had a history of mental illness and her family believed she had died, and the case soon went cold. That was until 2023 when she was found alive at the age of 83, living in a nursing home in Puerto Rico. At a news conference, Ross Township Police Chief Brian Colep reported that she had been found wandering the streets in northern Puerto Rico before she was taken to an adult daycare home in 1999, insinuating that she had arrived on a cruise ship. Copter, who suffers from dementia, eventually gave information with employees of the nursing home that led to details about her identity. Nursing home staff contacted police in Ross Township and provided a DNA sample which matched 2 of her relatives. It still remains a mystery on how and why she ended up in Puerto Rico, but her family members and former husband Bob Copter, who she had been married to for 20 years at the time of her disappearance, reported that she loved vacationing there and always wanted to move to a warm climate. Bob, now 86, never remarried, told the Associated Press Patricia had been a model, a dance instructor and an elevator operator before showing signs of suspected schizophrenia and walking through the streets talking about the end of the world. And then one night Bob came home and one night was just gone. Bob, who has never remarried, said he has no plans to visit Patricia, stating that he is glad that she is in a safe and caring place. But she could have come home at any time. Patricia's twin sister unfortunately passed away before Patricia was ever found. Our final case takes us to the scorching state of Arizona and the year 1971. An unidentified woman was found 2 miles east of Highway 93 inside a canvas sack printed with the words, "Dear Pac Ames Harris Neville Co." She was approximately 35, 40 years old with curly brown hair, wearing a blouse, black cardigan and burnt orange stretch pants with a tag inside reading, "Symphony, it's what's happening." She also wore black boots and booby socks, which may have been white at the time. As time went on, the case grew colder and colder, which it remained for more than 50 years. In October of 2021, the Special Investigations Unit of the Mojave County Sheriff's Office asked the public for help in identifying her and released a sketch of what she might have looked like. In 2022, investigators wanted to see if advanced DNA testing would help identify her and set up a public fundraising campaign with a goal of raising $6,500 for the testing, which was raised in just 4 days. In January of 2023, 52 years later, she was finally identified as Colin Audrey Rice, who was born in Portsmouth, Ohio in 1931 and was married in 1946. How she ended up in Arizona and who killed her still remain a mystery. Investigators are still seeking the public help in finding more about her life in Arizona and searching for her killer. If you have any information that could help solve this case, please contact Mojave County Sheriff's Office Special Investigation Unit at 928-753-0753.